Hey everybody, this is Lando and Suzette. I got a car wash membership down the street, and it's a really nice car wash, and I couldn't go any better. I've been really pleased. It's been about a month and a half, and these guys are great. They run a great car wash. And go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself. And
my name is Lando. Been a manager here at Orange Park for over a year. Made a year in May. Got a great crew of people. Y'all should come check us out.
I'm Suzette. Come on by and get a car wash, because you'll be clean as a whistle.
And this is, you know what the address is here?
950 Park Avenue.
950 Park Avenue, yep. And it's right across the street from the racetrack, which has been there for over 10 years.
Yes.
Because I used to go to Ducky's. It was like a self-service car wash. And actually you spend more money at Ducky's, because if you go more than 2 or 3 times a month, it's more than you would spend here. And this is all automated. It's got the state-of-the-art car wash and the vacuums, the towel. I mean, they got everything. It's just really, really nice. I'm gonna go out the wrong way here.
It's okay, you won't be the only one.
Okay. I'm gonna go this way. That way we don't get stuck in traffic.
Oh, that's so cool.
So, is this? You guys been in an electric car before?
No, this is my first time in an
Electric car.
Yep.
Suzette?
First time, sir.
First time electric car. So first time electric car, first time Tesla.
And with all-wheel drive too, right?
First time Cybertruck.
First time Cybertruck.
Yeah.
First time Tesla.
So we're breaking 2 more EV virgins. So I can't believe that, like, there's so many people that haven't been in an electric vehicle. Once you go EV, you never go back. Yeah, because I started with the cheapest electric car that you could possibly find, which is a Nissan Leaf. Was the first mass-produced electric car, and I fell in love with it. And it was the cheapest, worst one they ever built. So I was like, man, if I love the worst one, why not get the best one?
Yeah, top of the line.
My mom got a Tesla Model Y, fell in love with that, and then I've been waiting for this truck for almost 5 years. So I finally got it about 2 months ago. And the rest is history.
Yeah, and still making history.
Still making history. So let's go this way. All right, there is different modes, of course. You can do, there's the dynamics. We can do comfort, which gives it a softer ride. Sport, of course, tightens the suspension, makes it really fast. And then custom, I kind of like it. Raises the suspension, kind of softer ride, chill and relaxed. So that's what I normally ride in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can press on the accelerator, it softens it up. When my mom's in the vehicle, I put it on soft comfort. And then also too, when I'm picking her up, you can actually set it to where it goes really low, so my 83-year-old mom can get in without having to struggle. And then you can hit it for medium, and it goes right back up to normal ride height. But we're going to go ahead and do sport mode today. It's a little bit wet out, but you got to consider too, this is 6,600 pounds. It's 600 horsepower, but you have to pull all that weight with you. So it's still fast, but it's not quite as fast as a regular Tesla with the same motors, you know, because it's just more weight. But yeah, it is 600 horsepower. They make one other variation, which is 3 motors, 850 horsepower. So that's an extra like 20 grand though. So this one is more practical, and it also has a longer range. This goes like 340 miles on charge. So yeah, we got pole position. You wanted it. You gotta step up. Alright, you can get behind me. I'm not gonna. I beat
I like all
those.
these graphics and stuff too.
Yeah, and then this is what the.
That's great. You even pick up the cones on the side.
That's what the car sees.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That shit feel like you're on a roller coaster.
You look back, there's like nobody. It's like, you don't have to worry about getting anybody's way, because once you take off, they're in the dust. but it's raining out. It's rush hour, so what we'll do is come back around, and then I'll hit that on ramp, and I'll be able to get you guys up to speed. There's just too much traffic here. I feel like I'm doing the tour because every time I come around here, there's my. If you look over there, there's my shop. It's like right over the tracks, right there.
Oh, across from it?
Yeah, just right next to the tracks. We did a big warehouse. Roberts, it's my competition.
Oh, you know that?
Yeah, and my good buddy, his son works for that company. I hire him sometimes to climb and stuff for me. Look how big that stump grinder is. It's just funny, they have that's all that guy does is go around grind stumps. So he has like $500,000 tied up in stump grinding. It's like, I don't understand it.
I ain't never seen one that big.
Yeah, but you can, stumps, you can make pretty good money grinding stumps, but it'll take them 10 years to pay for that if they're lucky. Before, and that thing's gonna break down way before 10 years. And if you have a lot of people, especially younger people, run your equipment, they just tear it up. Yeah, it's like that thing's probably in the shop a lot. But I have a smaller version of that, and 90% of our stumps we can do with that little grinder, and it fits right in my trailer with my other machines.
Take it along too.
And we just take it when we need it. We don't just drag it along every day. Only when we need it. And then I have a little truck and a little trailer. I can go out and do stumps all day and make just as much money as that one. The only reason you need that one is if you have humongous stumps, which people don't want to pay that much money because it's like $500, $600, $800 to grind a stump.
Let it be.
Yeah, people just let those be. I think there's more money into the smaller stumps because a lot of people can afford $100, $150, maybe $250. But
get you a couple of them, yeah. Well, not just a couple, but
yeah. And mine's paid for, so that thing right there's probably got another 10 years of payments on it, 8 years.
Yeah, unless you enjoy the tour.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the sunroof, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a big sunroof. You see how big it is?
I don't have a son though.
No.
It's my son's roof. I got a daughter. It's my daughter's roof. It doesn't open. I have it covered because it is so hot. It's like a solar oven. I have a layer over top. The signs with the little holes in it, so that blocks it. And then it's tinted, and then I have another screen on the bottom, so it's basically the most protection you can get without sealing it up.
Custom made shade.
Yeah. Custom made shade. That's cool.
But it made such a huge difference by blocking that out. Because normally, just these two windows, if you park it in the sun, it heats up so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody can tint the window because they can't reach it. So I'm going to have to find somebody that will attempt to because I want to light tint the whole window.
Oh, everybody you talk to say they can't?
They don't want to because also too, there's a lot of electronics up there, and they're afraid that if they spill too much water in there, they might mess up the electronics.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really wanting to take that chance either. The guy that does do my tinting, he has a big sponge, and he puts it up in there, and he tries to catch as much water as possible. But I can't believe how much water they use when they're tinting. It's just like drenches everything. It's just like, man. When I tint, I just use a little bit, unless it's on the outside.
But it's the same guys you got to do the tint on the windows that you trying to? Or you just went around asking multiple people?
He did the orange in the top, and then he just didn't feel comfortable doing the whole front window. Plus it was super expensive. He said normally he would charge somebody over $1,000 to tint this out because the windows are so big. So I was like, well, and he said he didn't even want to do this. He wanted to attempt it because he said a lot of times it's Joe, what he wants.
Well, that is a big windshield. Look at the front.
Mm-hmm.
How do you reach all the way at the?
I don't.
You don't.
Actually, there's a.
You might have to get a dust, the duster.
Mm-hmm.
They got this thing now. It's magnetic, and you put it on the outside of the window and snatch it to the inside, and then you
Oh yeah.
And it'll clean the whole thing with the magnet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, that sounds. That's how they do offices. And so someone got the good idea to make one for the car. So I'll have to. And you still need a wand on the outside just to reach the whole. This is like one of the biggest factory window I think they've ever made for a truck. And then that is like one of the biggest sunroof windows.
Yeah.
So, but they say the glass is actually safer because when you get in an accident, the pressure distributes across the whole vehicle, whereas if you get a metal roof, it just absorbs in that one little place. So this actually, and it makes of course, the truck more rigid because everything is locked in place. Because you notice, like when you put it in full drive and it stiffens up, it is like rock solid. Like if you pull up off a curb, like 1 foot is like up in the air. Yeah, it's super solid. And then there's no turn signal, stops or nothing.
So you gotta press the button?
Yeah, you push the button, and then to put it in gear, you just swipe. And then sometimes it'll put it in gear for you if there's something behind you or in front of you.
I just realized it wasn't no gear shift or nothing like that.
And then there's your backup, like if the screen malfunctions, yeah, you can put it in gear that way. And then, yeah, there's your rear view camera, and it's all like 4K.
Yeah, but it's high def as hell.
Yeah, and then you can. It comes with a 256 chip that records constantly. I replaced it with a 2 terabyte hard drive, so it can record for months. And it'll, like, if you beep the horn or someone hits you, it'll lock that space and time.
So you should go back and rewatch.
Yeah. Feel like grabbing.
Yeah.
It's nice. But you notice, like I was flooring it, and it was constantly looking for traction. It would just slip a little bit. So it has really good traction control, and yeah, the torque's very well controlled. You don't need much wipers.
For real, the knee doesn't fall out, you still see.
And then you can eventually you'll be able to hit a button and it'll just drive for you. Even the cruise control will stop and start. If there's a car around you, in front of you, it'll stop and start without having to do anything. But by the end of the year, I'm hoping by maybe a few months it'll be full self-driving. And basically you'll just hit a button and it'll do everything for you. And then in a year or two, I'm hoping that all the laws pass so this car can actually go Uber for you and make you $30,000 to $50,000 a year.
Oh, just send it out?
Yeah, just send it out to do your Ubering or
bring the money home.
Because Uber and Tesla are making a deal right now. So I don't know exactly how it's going to work out, but they'll probably figure that Uber will supply the customers, then Tesla will provide all the cars.
So I just realized how long that windshield wiper is. Like if you had to get a replacement, you had to go to Tesla. How would you?
I don't know. I'm hoping that by the time I need one, there'll be third parties involved. So I can get it off Amazon or something.
Long blade, one blade cover the whole windshield.
Then if you notice the green, when I'm braking or when I let off the accelerator, see I'm not braking at all. It's the electric motors that are stopping the vehicle. And so when I let off the accelerator, that green, that's actually power going back into the battery. It's called regenerative braking. So you hardly ever have to use your brakes. So your brakes last like 10 times longer than a normal car.
Wow.
Of course, a lot of people don't know, like in a gas or diesel or whatever car, there's like 2,000 moving parts. In electric car, there's like 10 or 15. So that's why there's so much less maintenance. And a lot of the dealerships in like Ford, Chevy, Chrysler dealership, they really don't want to sell electric cars because they make 80% of their profit is on service.
Yeah.
So once they sell this,
I mean, make too much money off it no more.
It's kind of like me cutting down a tree. If they only have one tree, that's it.
The business is done.
So they're trying to make all their money on that one vehicle. That's why they're marking them up like 20 grand for one vehicle, because they know they'll probably never see that person again.
So they're trying to get the money on the front end because they ain't gonna see it no more.
Exactly. But they have so much money tied up into the service department. What's going to happen is, like, in the next 5 years, people are holding on to their gas cars right now because they're not sure. Electric cars are a little bit pricey. What's going to happen in like 5 years? All these car mechanic shops are going to be super busy. They're going to have cars stacked on top of each other, and they're just going to have, because people are holding on to their old cars, they're going to need repairs. And then as soon as Tesla says, you know what, you don't need a car anymore, you know, because Uber, say if you could take an Uber, it's like, or a taxi, it's $20. You take an Uber, it's $12. When these Tesla network comes out, it's gonna be like $5. And it's gonna be cheaper than driving yourself. So these people are gonna be calling these mechanic shops and saying, or they'll call them and say, hey, your car's ready, we put a brand new engine transmission, it's gonna be like $8-10 grand. They're gonna hang up the phone and go, I don't need that car, I can go anywhere I want for $5
cheap.
So you're gonna have all these mechanic shops piled with cars, and nobody's gonna be picking them up, and they're gonna have all this money invested in them, and people are just gonna leave them.
That's how
It's gonna be like a paperweight. It's gonna cost them, like, it's all cars, gas cars will be like basically scrap.
They'll be
worth scrap, and then scrap is gonna be worthless, you know, because like they don't pay nothing for scrap steel anymore.
I found that out the hard way. I had a whole bunch of weight. I took it there. Maybe got like $20. I'm like, wow.
Yep. So that's kind of like the future. And then if you can get your hands on a couple of these cars or buy the stock, I mean, can you imagine one car being able to make you 20 to 30, 40, 50,000 a year?
I can't imagine.
I mean, you buy one, it pays itself off. You buy another one, both of them pay that one, and then it just keeps going. You get like 4 or 5, man. Every couple of years, you just buy another one to replace.
Send them out.
Yeah, just send them out, charge them up, clean them, send them out, and then you get a membership, a fleet membership, and just send them to the car wash every day. You know, pay somebody to, or when they come in, you get out there and you vacuum them and send them back out, or pay someone to do it. Just keep them rolling.
Real lucrative, like I said, if everything turned out like it should.
All you need is a supercharger somewhere. You clean them, supercharge them, and then send them out. So that's going to be the future. And then next year they're coming out supposedly with a $25,000 Tesla. It's going to be a 2-seater, and it's going to be kind of set up for that type of service. So, I mean, a $25,000 car, and it still makes you can pay the car off in 1 year.
Yeah, for real, yeah.
You know, and it's like, I don't even know why it's Tesla selling, because they could just send them out the door and make money. You know, they get their investment back in 1 year.
Start their own service.
Yeah. All right, send the next group out.
All right.
All right, say your names again and what you do or whatever.
Suzette, and I work at the car wash.
I'm Lando, and I'm the manager at the car wash, 950 Park Avenue, Orange Park, Florida. Check us out.
Check us out.
Awesome car wash. Highly recommended.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You have a YouTube channel or anything, or
Nope.
Instagram or anything?
Nope.
Oh, you can follow me on Instagram at BandoLando24. BANDOLANDO 24.
Later.
Later.